Hello everyone, this is part 22 of What If Naruto Figured It All Out, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and to like, to subscribe, to share, and check out the playlist, to see more comment down below. Now let's start the intro.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Join my membership, the perks are great. It's in the description. At the Konoha's entrance gate, the AL, Zetsu and Konan, author's note, the blue-haired member name is now out and it is Konan, met Hiden and Kakazu. Where are the others? Al asked. They went for Kisame. Zetsu advises. Deidara, Toby and Kisame appeared. That Itachi. Kisame complained, very annoyed. How could he use genjutsu on me? If I accompanied him, we would have the QB Jinchuriki on our hands. Hey, Deidara. Hiden called, touching the blonde member with his elbow. You went to catch Kisame. Ah. Why you little? Deidara was about to punch him. Stop it, you two. Leader said. I cannot harm the people inside the leaf. Our mission will pass through infiltration in both the Anbu Central and the hospital. We need to free Itachi and to see how is Mirai. The members continued hearing the leader's orders. They noticed he was a little nervous and it could pass unnoticed if the members weren't so used to see their leader giving orders with a bossy pose. Deidara, Toby, Hiden and Kisame will enter the Anbu Central, disguise as Anbu and wait for my orders to free Itachi. Until then, you'll act as Konoha's Anbu, but accept no missions. Kakazu, Konan and I are going for the hospital, disguise as doctors and try to find out about Mirai. Zetsu will be checking us to see if we are being spied and dispose of annoying leafs. How will we enter without being spotted? Hiden asked. Leader smiled to him. In the Hidden Moon, when we receive a sneaking mission that involves interacting and working in the enemy's field, we sent the Nekomugen clan. The Nekomugen clan use a very useful sneaking technique called kitty line. So watch me and learn. Don't worry. This technique does not involve Norse magic. The leader made some hand seals. In the gate, two Konoha ninjas were on guard. It's getting very windy, isn't it? The left guard said. Yeah. The right guard said. They heard a meow. They looked to the ground and saw 8 little kitties coming in. The first one had ginger hair, the second blue hair and a small white flower on the ear, the third had white hair and black on the muzzle, the fourth white hair, the fifth black hair with the muzzle orange, the sixth had yellow hair and his left eye had a blue spot and the seventh had white hair on the left side and black on the right. The kitties looked to the guards with the cute eyes. How cute. They meowed. Oh. The kitties rubbed their bee on the ninjas and entered the city. What a cute family of kitties. The left guard said and the two continued their mission. The kitties jumped to a roof. I told you it was going to be easy. The ginger-haired cat said. Leader, I've got to say that I thought we were going to be caught. The white kitten said. That, Hiden, it's because you don't know the powers of cute little kittens. Leader said. Well, we will approach our targets like this. Zetsu will remain a kitten until he becomes needed. Let's go. The kittens disappeared, except from the half-white and half-black one with yellow eyes. Looks it's up to us to take look over them. Yeah, Zetsu said and meowed. Let's try to find a place not so windy. In the hospital, Sakura was about to enter in Naruto's room, but Tsunade crossed her path. I need to speak with you. Tsunade said. Sakura looked down. You were under a genjutsu, you couldn't avoid it once it was Sharingan made. Sakura bound her hands. We need to focus on trying to find out where Chi is, before Mirai or the moon finds out. Master, Sakura continued with her head lowered. Mirai-sama warned me, she told me not to hold Chi, I should have listened to her. What difference would it make? Tsunade asked. Sakura looked to her. If you let Chi fall on the ground she could have S from Naruto's attacks. Sakura looked aside. I just wanted to say this. Tsunade left. Sakura watched her leaving and opened Naruto's room door. Naruto continued sleeping and Hinata was sleeping with her head on his belly, sat in a bench near his bed. Sakura decided not to wake him up and got out, quietly closing the door. She was in the corridor, looking to the ground. Sakura. Sakura looked up and saw Kiba stopping near her. I came to see how Naruto is. Kiba said, but he noticed Sakura was not okay. What's wrong? Sakura's eyes were filled with tears. Sakura. She is gone, and I was the one you gave her to Sasuke, Sakura said, tearing. Kiba continued looking to her. How am I going to explain that to Mirai-sama and Naruto? Kiba put his hands on Sakura's shoulders. I'm sure you have the strength to tell them. Kiba said. Sakura looked to him. Plus, you were under genjutsu. Sakura smiled and leaned her head on Kiba's shoulder. Thank you, Kiba, Sakura said. Kiba blushed a lot. I'm going now to see Mirai-sama, would you come with me? Sure, Kiba answered and the two went to Mirai's bedroom. The Tsukikage was connected to 3 machines. Kakashi was at her side. Mirai had her eyes closed, but she was awake. The bedroom had only her bed, 2 bedside tables, the machines and a big desk. The sun entered through a big window, illuminating all the room. Someone knocked on the door. Kakashi got up and opened it. It was Sakura and Kiba. Hello, Kakashi said. Hi, Kiba said. Sakura went near Mirai, watching her. Mirai-sama, Sakura called. Mirai slowly opened her eyes and looked to her. I wanted to apologize. She's missing and it is my responsibility. You've warned me and I ignored it. I hope I can recompense you somehow. Mirai continued looking to her with an inexpressive look, making Sakura feel even worse. I'm so sorry. I am able to see the future, although I don't know when it is going to happen. I need to try to find out from myself. Mirai said. Sakura looked to her. I couldn't take Chi with me. Once I foresaw I was going to fight Itachi, I thought she would be safe with Naruto, but, Mirai closed her eyes. You have no fault. Mirai-sama, Sakura whispered. The Tsukikage opened her eyes and looked to Sakura. You know, we both have the same problem, Mirai said, smiling. A problem we happily call love. Sakura looked down. Forget him. Don't end up like me. You're so beautiful and you have such a great future in front of you. Don't get attached to something that only causes you more suffering. Forget him. If you have the same problem than me, then you know it's not that easy to forget. Sakura said. For you it is, Mirai said. Sakura looked to her. Because you didn't have a daughter with that person. Sakura looked down. Live your life. I'll try, Sakura said. I promise you will find Chi-chan and bring her back to you. Mirai smiled. You will not bring her to me, Mirai said and moved her head a little, seeing Kiba. Mirai stared at him from a while. Your face, Mirai said and smiled. Kiba blushed. You're lucky. You're going to be a very handsome man. Kiba blushed even more. A handsome man? Kiba asked, pointing to himself. Sakura looked to him. Well, I need to have breakfast. Kakashi said. Do you mind to stay with Mirai? Kiba and Sakura said they didn't. Okay, then. Kakashi left. Jiraiya went to Naruto's room and found the Jinchuriki hugging Hinata and French K-her, while his milk on the bedside table was getting cold. The frog hermit smiled to them. I thought you were broken, but I guess you're fine. Jiraiya mocked. Naruto and Hinata were caught by surprise. Hinata hid her face with her hands. Naruto was much blushed. Ero-senin, don't enter in the bedroom of the other people like that. Naruto complained. Jiraiya smiled and went near him. You really look like me. Even all broken up you can get some beautiful ladies. Jiraiya played. Hinata wanted a bag to hide her head. Naruto looked to him. Jiraiya made a serious face. I have something important to talk with you about. Something important. What? Naruto asked. Jiraiya closed his eyes. It's regarding Mirai and Chi. Jiraiya said. Naruto became nervous. Hinata noticed it. Tsunade told everybody to inform you only when you get better, but I decided to advise you the soon as possible. Naruto looked expectantly to him. Chi was taken by Sasuke. What? Naruto was about to get up, but his body didn't let him. Hinata put her hands on his sea and back to help him get back into a more comfortable position. How? I let my Kage Bunshin and Sakura protecting her. Your Kage Bunshin faded when you turned Kyuubi and Sasuke used Genjutsu on Sakura. He had some spy that told him Chi was Itachi's daughter. Jiraiya explained. Naruto slowly looked down, unbelieving in Sasuke's acts. Mirai went to see Itachi and ended fighting him, but due to her chakra wounds, She what? Naruto asked, exalted. What does Mirai have? Jiraiya looked to him. She has 5 out of 6 days of life. Jiraiya revealed. Naruto's heart broke. Hinata held his hand. She can speak and see for now, thanks to Tsunade's help, but, according to her, Mirai is going to lose her vision in 2 days and then her voice. It can't be. Naruto screamed. Hinata looked to him. Tears fell from the boy's eyes. Mirai was always so kind, how can she end up like that? It's not fair. I need. Wait. Jiraiya screamed. Naruto looked to him. I have something even more important to speak with you about. What could be more important than Mirai's health? Naruto asked, revolted. Your fate, Jiraiya said. Naruto looked to him. After all, if Mirai's. Oh, Naruto-kun, you will also. Hinata looked worried to Naruto. Jiraiya looked to her. You also know, Naruto's the heir of Kurogen. Jiraiya asked. Hinata said yes. Then I don't need to hide. Jiraiya looked back to Naruto. If Mirai's, being you the matching Kurogen's heir, a demon will appear to kill you after Skuld leaves Mirai's body and goes to Cheese. You know what that means, don't you? Naruto looked to him. But I have no children. I cannot be K, otherwise, Kurogen's lineage would be broken. Naruto said. Jiraiya looked down. I also unknown what could happen, Jiraiya said. Naruto tried to get up. Naruto-kun, where are you going? She helped him. Jiraiya looked to him. I'm not going to stay on this bed. I need to see Mom, I need to speak with her. Naruto said. Hinata put his arm around her shoulders and gave him a crutch, helping him walking. Jiraiya looked to him and remembered a scene just like that about 16 years ago. Naruto. Jiraiya called. Naruto looked to him. The old man smiled. I would like to help you. Naruto looked down. Help me, Hinata. Naruto said and the two left. Jiraiya continued looking to Naruto. In the hospital backyard, Kitty Leader, Kitty Konan and Kitty Kakazu saw 3 doctors coming out. Kitty Leader smiled. So, Kakazu, don't you want some more hearts? Leader asked. Kakazu looked to him. I already have medical ninja's hearts. Kakazu said. Leader sent him a mean look. But more is never too much. Kitty Kakazu got back his human appearance. The doctors noticed him. What? They said. Too late. Kakazu said, grabbing them with his tentacles. Seconds later, the doctors were K. Good job. Leader said and got back to his real form. Zetsu must be hungry, let's leave them to him. Take their clothes, we're coming in. The 3 Akatsuki dressed their clothes and went to the hospital. In the Anbu Central, Itachi opened his eyes. His body was paining a lot. What's happening? Itachi thought. I cannot open my eyes. My hands are also tied. Itachi tried to free himself, but it was useless. I cannot do any jutsu with my arms like this. Long time no see, Itachi-kun. Someone said. Itachi couldn't see him, but he recognized the voice. Abiki-san. Itachi said. Yeah, it's me. Abiki said. I have some questions to put you. Once you worked for the Anbu before, you know how persuasive I can be. Itachi said nothing and lowered his head. So, what's the Akatsuki objective? Itachi remained quiet. Do you know the Tsukikage is? Itachi's eyebrows moved. Abiki noticed. So, you feel something towards her? Well, if you really want to know, she will lose her vision in 2 days, she won't be able to see you again, but then, how would she see you if you're tied to this wall? You must be feeling very useless and powerless, aren't you? Itachi continued immobile. So, words will not move you, ah. Then I guess I need to try something more physical. Abiki clapped his fingers. 2 Anbu appeared at his side. Notify me when he is with a better mood. Yes, Abiki-sama. The Anbu said and both punched Itachi in the belly. The Uchiha felt an awful pain. One of the Anbu grabbed his hair and started punching him in the face, while the other grabbed a plug and hit his limbs. As soon as you have will to speak, Itachi, they'll stop. Until then, I'm going to have a coffee. Abiki left, leaving the Anbu to Itachi. In the hospital, Naruto entered Mirai's room. Kiba and Sakura looked to him. Hinata was helping Naruto, but he was almost falling on the ground. Mom. Naruto called and was about to fall, but Kiba and Hinata grabbed him. The Jinchuriki rose his arm to Mirai. Mom, please, talk to me. Mirai slowly opened her eyes and looked to Naruto. Naruto, Mirai whispered. Tears appeared on the boy's eyes. Seeing his beloved mother like that was so painful. Mirai smiled to him. Naruto cried. Why? Why are you like this? Please, please live. Naruto grabbed Mirai's sheets, looking deeply into her eyes. You can't I low. Naruto, life continues, Mirai whispered. Naruto looked to her, crying like a waterfall. You need to find Chi, please. Mom, I'm going to save you. Naruto cried. Why are you saying that? Mirai asked. Naruto looked to her. You know, you can't do anything to help me. Naruto leaned his head on her seat, crying even more. Get better soon, I don't want to see you wounded like that again. Mom, please, don't Naruto begged. Mirai smiled to him. Skuld is the angel who makes the carpet of life, but God is the one who tells her the pattern. If my string is no longer necessary, I can't do anything, no one can. Mirai said. Naruto continued crying. Kakashi entered the room and watched them. Don't, I need you. You are the mother I never had. Please, Naruto begged, crying and crying. Jiraiya also entered and stopped near Kakashi. Please, don't go. I love you. Hinata and Sakura had tears on her eyes. Kiba was also feeling very sad. Kakashi was raised too. Jiraiya looked to him. It looks so much like, Jiraiya said. Yeah, it looks so much that it hurts. Kakashi said and looked down. Naruto, you're making Mirai feeling worse. Jiraiya said. Naruto raised his head up, cleaning his tears. Come on. You also need to rest. Naruto put his arm around Hinata and she helped him. Jiraiya put his arm across his back, also helping him. Sakura, Kiba and Kakashi looked to them. Naruto continued staring Mirai, crying a lot. They were on the corridor. Jiraiya looked to Naruto. You have to get used to this. People every second. Naruto looked down. I know it is hard. I'm Kurogen's heir, I'm supposed to be able to do something, Naruto said. Jiraiya and Hinata looked to him. You aren't, Jiraiya said. Naruto looked to him. I never read that Kurogen's heirs could do something to help the Skulds and believe me, they can't. But, Naruto cried. Hinata caressed his face. Jiraiya looked down. I know these days are going to be very hard for you but, Jiraiya felt something. 3 doctors passed by them in the corridor. The Sennin looked back. Naruto noticed he stopped. What? Naruto asked. Jiraiya continued looking to the doctors. Continue, I need to check something. Jiraiya left them. Naruto looked down. Hinata continued caressing him. Don't be sad, Naruto-kun, come on, you still very tired. Let's put you in the bed. Hinata said and the two went to Naruto's bedroom. In Mirai's bedroom, the 3 doctors entered. Kiba and Sakura looked to them. Hokage-sama said we needed to make a routine exam. We need you to leave. One of the doctors said. Kakashi also looked to them. But, I heard Master Tsunade herself would come to make all the routine exams. Sakura said. The doctor looked to her. We're just following orders. Other doctor said, with a female voice. Kiba, Sakura and Kakashi got up and left. One of the doctors closed the door and other went near Mirai. The man put his hand on her face. Mirai opened her eyes and looked to him. Father, Mirai whispered and smiled. The doctor smiled back. I'm here now, fear not. The owl said. Mirai closed her eyes and enjoyed being caressed by her father. Kakazu and the Kunoichi smiled to them. How did you end up like this? Father, Mirai didn't want to tell him her status. You don't need to tell me that. It was a rhetoric question. Leader answered. Mirai smiled again. The door opened. Jiraiya entered. Oh. Long time no see, Jiraiya-san. Akatsuki, I would recognize that walking pose anywhere. Jiraiya said. Are you here to fight me? Akatsuki asked. No. It would be stupid to attack someone that cannot attack me. You're bounded to the pact of non-aggression you signed 16 years ago. Jiraiya looked to Konan and to Kakazu. Although, if you're comrades. I'm here for Mirai. Only. Akatsuki underlined. Jiraiya looked to him. Once Konoha has the gift to K the women from my family, at least, this time I'll be here. Mirai looked to Jiraiya. Akatsuki continued staring him. I need to speak with you. Jiraiya said. Tsunade may be coming, so, I guess it's better for you to leave for a while. Jiraiya left the room. Akatsuki looked back to Mirai. She stared him. Kakazu and Konan went near her and put their hands on her body. So, leader asked. That Hokage it's really good. Mirai is living now thanks to her. Kakazu said. Although her lifespan is very short, she won't last more than 5 days. Konan said. Leader looked to her and then to Mirai. Kakazu and Konan noticed the leader was not fine. Smile, father, you're so young. You can have lots of children. Mirai said. You're my child. The one that grown up with me, the little girl I raised when I was only 16 years old. I won't let you pass away unhappy. Leader turned back and left the room, followed by his members. Mirai stared them. Father, she whispered. In the hospital's roof, Jiraiya was waiting for Akatsuki. The leader appeared. A strong wind was falling over them. Jiraiya continued with his back turned to him. The Moon Nin sat on the roof's balcony. Were you the one who found out that Naruto is the heir of Kurogen? Jiraiya asked. Yes, he was the only one who wasn't bitten by the Fenrir's wolves. In the beginning, I thought it could be Itachi, but it was impossible. He didn't look like Kurogen. Then I saw a wolf's bite on his belly and I knew Naruto was the one who stopped Mirai that day, so he could only be the heir of Kurogen. Leader explained. You know the risks of having Mirai and Naruto living together. You know what could occur, don't you? Jiraiya asked. Of course I know. I am the one who was Tsukikage. Akatsuki explained. In many of the letters Kurogen and Rodolphe left behind, they described Goldrake and Nana's relation. Leader looked aside. In one of the letters, Kurogen said his nephew, Nana, made countless attempts to sleep with him. Once Rainfield was Kurogen had his heart broken. The sadness of his heart helped him to hold against Nana. Denied by Kurogen, Nana turned to his two children. She fell in love with Goldrake and him for her. Akatsuki looked to the Hokage's monument. Rodolphe said his brother changed a lot. He said that Goldrake had a huge attraction and passion for Nana and the two were meeting in secret. Kurogen forbid his children of having any affair with their cousin, except friendship, but for Goldrake was different. He was so in love with her, he sometimes forgot he was in front of his brother. Rodolphe described that Nana was also blindly in love with Kurogen's first child. Our second Tsukikage said that their passion made him do so many dangerous things, but he was happy for seeing his brother so in love. But everything changed when Kurogen found out. He realized staying the moon would be a huge mistake and he decided to separate Nana from Goldrake, in order to prevent Skuld's seal that disabled Susanoo's powers to be broken. Although, Goldrake didn't react very well. He wanted to live with the woman he loved. Kurogen discussed with him many times, but it was useless and Goldrake and Nana's love was increasing. The Tsukikage had no other option but to knock out his own child. It's described in many history books of the Hidden Moon as one of the fiercest battles in the island, but Kurogen decided not to report it in the book of the Tsukikages. While Goldrake was unconscious, Kurogen grabbed him and left in a ship, never to come back, at least, until Skuld was free. I also read that, the burning passion that every Kurogen's heir and every Skuld feel for each other, Jiraiya said. Naruto and Mirai, although, Mirai resists very well to it. Mirai is not resisting. Al said. Jiraiya looked down. She doesn't know about Naruto's ancestors. She is resisting because she knows who Naruto really is and that she shouldn't do it. So, you really told her, Jiraiya said. I never had any secrets to my daughter, Jiraiya-san. She and my nephews are the only family I have left. Akatsuki said. Speaking about your nephews, do you know who their father is? Jiraiya asked, looking to Akatsuki. I have no idea, he answered. How? Your sister also told you everything, Jiraiya asked. Al looked to him. She would never talk with me about the man who was able to soften her heart. That would very embarrassing to her. Leader said. Jiraiya knit his brows. Are you sure or are you hiding it for me? Jiraiya asked. Al smiled. You continue to be AB. Of course I know. I'm just not telling you because you also continue to be AB. Al said and was about to leave, but Jiraiya grabbed his arm. The former Tsukikage didn't like it. I don't have time to waste with you, young man. Tell me the truth, Jiraiya demanded. Why should I say to you something even my sister didn't say? If she wanted it to be a secret, it will continue as it is. A secret, Al said and was about to leave. Do you have any idea how the wounds appear in Mirai's body? Jiraiya asked. In one of the letters left by Rodolphe, he said that after his brother started dating Nana, her body was many times held by Skuld's chakra. Kurogen found out that the much Goldrake touched Nana, the worse her body got, Al explained. Skuld wants to be free and go back to heaven and the only way to soften her pain is when the Kurogen's heir makes love with her, but she wouldn't be free, although, her pain would disappear and she would no longer ell the body of her medium. So, that means, Jiraiya couldn't believe what he was hearing. Yes, Al turned to Jiraiya. Naruto is the 1K Mirai. He must have been a naughty boy and tried something with my daughter. Naruto didn't know it, Jiraiya explained. And Minato also didn't. Now it is too late, there is no way Mirai can be saved, only if. I'll look down. There is a way, Jiraiya looked to him. Actually there are two. Al said. One, it is too violent and even I disapprove, and the other completely stupid and risky, but none can be performed. Jiraiya noticed the Akatsuki leader was paining a lot with all of that. Will you find a way for me to see my daughter? I'll ask Tsunade to see if you can stay with her at night, but it will be hard to leave her alone. Kakashi and Naruto will want to be with her. Jiraiya explained. I'm more than necessary. Al said. I'll be there and there won't be anything to fear. I'm not the kind of man that would attack Konoha in a situation like this one. The leader left. Jiraiya smiled. After all, you really continue to be AB, Jiraiya whispered. In the next day, Naruto was alone on his hospital room. Hinata went home to have a bath and get some rest, once Naruto asked her to do so. The Jinchuriki was gazing at nowhere. There must be a way to save Mirai, Naruto whispered. But how? Naruto looked to the window. Maybe Ero Sennin is right, there is nothing I can do, Naruto cried. How could I let this happen? Why to Mirai? Hinata entered and looked to Naruto. Naruto-kun. She stopped near him, holding his hands. Naruto looked to her with his eyes filled with tears. Don't cry, you need to get better and being like that doesn't help you. Naruto hugged her. Hinata realized he was really depressed. She put her arms around him. Naruto-kun. If there was a way, Hinata, Naruto whispered. I would do it, I would certainly do it. In the Anbu Central, Obiki went to see Itachi. The Akatsuki was beat from his mouth and had his body filled with bruises and injuries. Obiki kneeled down near Itachi. So, are you more talkative? Obiki asked. Itachi moved his head aside. I see, Obiki got up. You continue to play hard, but my patience has a limit. After that, you will tell me everything about Akatsuki. Obiki turned to the Anbu near him. Continue the treatment, but this time be sure he is tea properly. Obiki looked again to Itachi. You know we could help you get back Chi-chan. Itachi continued with his head turned, but his breath increased speed. It must be horrible to have our own child lost, in a place none of us know, probably suffering, crying for mommy and daddy. Shut up, Itachi whispered. Obiki noticed touching in Chi's name was making Itachi react. It's the truth, Obiki said. If you told us everything you know about Akatsuki, we will set you free to search for your daughter. I told you to shut up, Itachi whispered again, but louder. Are you yelling at me because you were not strong enough to protect your daughter? I'm not the responsible, you know. Obiki said. Itachi bound his hands and moved his head for the place where he heard Obiki's voice coming from. I don't need you to teach me how to behave. Itachi screamed. I'm going to get out of here and found my daughter by myself. Obiki smiled. No, you're not, Obiki said and put his hand on Itachi's face. Not before we know what we want about Akatsuki. Itachi opened his mouth and crunched Obiki's hand. The Junin screamed. Itachi sucked his bee and spitted it out to one of the Anbu, making it become dirt with bee. Obiki punched the Uchiha in the face. You bastard, Obiki said. Take care of him. All the Uchiha always thought they were the best, let's see it, then. Obiki left. You were late, Itachi whispered. The Anbu with its mask dirty took it off. It was hidden. How do you know it was us? Hidden asked. Itachi smiled. Kisam's my partner for more than 9 years. I would recognize his breath anywhere. Itachi said. All of them took their masks out. I was thinking we were going to surprise you. Deidara said. It's good to know you're alive, Itachi-san. Toby said. You won't believe, but we were waiting. Toby would took out his mask to put the Anbu one, but he did not. We continue unknowing his horrible face. Deidara mocked. My face, it's not horrible. Toby said. Oh yeah, then show it to us. Hidden asked. My face, it is so beauty that it needs to be hidden. Toby said. You used genjutsu on me, Itachi. Kisame said. Itachi lowered his head. I thought I could handle both Mirai and the Jinchuriki. Itachi sighed. I screwed up. Was sorry for Chi-chan. Toby said. Itachi continued with his head down. Well, I don't like that cock with the scar face. Hidden said and licked the bee on the mask. How do you want me to K that mother F? We need to look over Itachi and wait for the leader's orders, so it's better for you to keep that B. Kisame remembered. Have you any information about Mirai? Itachi asked. Zetsu must be coming with it. Deidara said. At night, Naruto was better and he could go home, but he didn't want to because of Mirai. Tsunade insisted and said there was nothing for him to do in the hospital. The Hokage said he should get some sleep and get back tomorrow. Naruto went back to his home, along with Hinata. The Jinchuriki sat on the sofa. Do you want me to buy you some ramen? Hinata asked. Naruto looked to her. I'm not hungry, but I guess I'll have one. Bring one for you too, so we can eat together. Naruto said. Hinata smiled and left. Naruto looked to the table in the middle of the living room and saw a star-shaped soft toy from Chi. The boy picked it and sadly sighed. Chi, are you okay? I'm so sorry. Naruto heard a noise that seemed to be a lot of chirps. The boy followed the noise and ended up in the window, seeing 3 white owls on it. These are Kimi-san's owls, they must be here. Naruto remembered Mirai said she received everyday owls from Kimi with the important papers from the hidden moon, and then sent them back. If Kimi-san doesn't get these papers, he is going to find out something's wrong with Mirai. I'm back, Hinata said and saw Naruto and the owls. Those birds. Hidden moon must be coming to check on Mirai. By the number of the owls, she isn't answering for more than 3 days. It's the time they need to get here if they come by sea. Naruto said. But, they wouldn't be coming now, would they? Hinata asked. It takes 3 days by sea, 2 in the ocean and 1 inland, although, if they use Tsubasa no Jutsu, Naruto looked to Hinata. They will be here tomorrow, once they only need a day. Naruto summoned a frog and wrote a letter, put it in the frog and sent him to Tsunade. Let's hope old lady Tsunade to come out with a plan. Naruto looked to Hinata. Where is my ramen? Hinata raised her hands. In the morning, Kakashi entered in Mirai's room. Al and his comrades were there, but the copy ninja didn't suspect anything. Kakashi sat near Mirai. Al was looking to him and then sensed something. Kakazu and Konan also noticed. Sorry, Kakashi-san, but we need to go. Al said and left. Kakashi looked to them and then to Mirai. Are you awake, Mirai? Kakashi asked. Mirai opened her eyes and looked to him. She smiled. I can't sleep with the sun hitting my eyes. Mirai whispered. Kakashi held her hand, caressing it. Mirai's eyes turned blue. What? Kakashi noticed. Kimi, Mirai whispered. In the hospital corridor, Tsunade and Jiraiya were passing by, when they heard some people speaking louder. Both looked to the door and saw 2 blonde 16-years-old boys. The Hokage and the Sennin recognized them. Those boys are, Jiraiya said. Hello Konoha, they said, moving their arms. Tsunade found that scene very depressing. The Hidden Moon's Minamoto twins are back. All filled with gas, Kyo said. And ready to make some noise. Bio said. I can't believe you had the guts to come back here after what you've done the last time. Tsunade was surprised. Hey, it's Massive B Hokage, both said and hugged Tsunade. Jiraiya looked dumbfounded to them. Tsunade blushed a lot. The twins rubbed their faces on Tsunade's B. They're so soft. You. Tsunade punched both. The twins fell on the ground, B from the nose. How dare you come here to put your hands on my body? The boys got up with their hands on the face. Her strength is as big as her B, Bio said. I guess you must be the Hokage. Someone said. Tsunade and Jiraiya looked in front, seeing a handsome man about 28 years old with blonde hair and blue eyes, wearing the Hidden Moon's headband. You already know my name. Let's hear yours. Tsunade said. I'm Algrim Kimi. Kimi said. The Hidden Moon's Byakutsuki. Algrim, Tsunade recognized the name. And you're here because our Tsukikage isn't answering the letters I'm sending her. Kimi informed. This allowed me to think that you could be hiding something from us. Once you're not our allies, I needed to come and verify for myself. Kimi-san, let me explain it to you. Jiraiya said. Kimi recognized him. Mirai fought against Itachi and her diagnosis is not the best, actually is the worst possible. What? Kyo and Bio shouted. What happened with our cousin? Jiraiya looked to them and then back to Kimi. Mirai has less than 4 days of life. Jiraiya said. Kimi and the twins were shocked. You failed your mission of protecting her. Kimi pointed his finger to them. You'll pay for this. I demand to see my cage now. Yeah. We also demand it too. The twins said. Follow me. Tsunade said. Kimi and the twins entered in Mirai's room. Mirai looked to them. Mirai. The twins ran to her. Are you okay? Did they hurt you? I'm fine, just a little tired. Mirai lied with a smile. Kimi went near her. Mirai lowered her look. Kimi focused his chakra on his hand and put it on Mirai's head. Those chakra scars, the one who healed you did an excellent job. I must admit, that even I wouldn't be able to do something like this. Kimi said. Tsunade felt proud of herself. Although, her life is getting out of her body pretty fast. Kimi took his hand out of Mirai's head. Look to my hand, Mirai. Mirai looked to him. How many fingers can you see? Mirai didn't answer. Kyo and Bio looked to her. You're blind. Blind. Kakashi wasn't expecting Mirai to get blind so quick. Kyo and Bio looked angry to him. It's that ugly-faced man that insulted our cousin in the peace treaty ceremony. The twins pointed. Kakashi was caught by surprise. Kimi sent him a bad look. Don't punish him, Mirai said. They looked to her. I betrayed Kakashi with Itachi. It was obvious he was going to react like that. Well, we cannot do anything about you, unfortunately. Kimi sadly said. Mirai looked down. Let me check on your daughter. Mirai's eyes opened wide. The Leafs looked down. Kimi noticed their reactions. Where's Chi? She was K by Uchiha Sasuke. Tsunade said. Kimi looked to her. Uchiha, an Itachi's relative. Kimi asked and looked to Mirai. I didn't know it, sorry. Tears fell from Mirai's eyes. The things are not good for you, Leafs. Kimi said. Tsunade looked to him. You left our Tsukikage in this condition and you let her daughter being K, the one who will become the new Skuld after Mirai's death. You're in really big trouble. We made the best we could. Tsunade affirmed. Mirai left the village without taking any one of her bodyguards. We have no fault. And Chi? Kimi asked. She was on my arms and fought to protect her. Naruto entered the room, followed by Hinata. Kimi recognized him, just like the twins. But, my opponent, was stronger than me and I lost. Naruto didn't like to admit Sasuke got stronger than him. If there is someone who should be punished, that one is me. Kimi closed his eyes. If Mirai the Hidden Moon will need to appoint a new Tsukikage. Kimi said. Naruto looked to him. Besides, with Chi gone, we will lose the most important clan on the village, the Skulds clan. Kimi looked to Mirai. Skulds also descend from Kurogen, after all, the first Skuld married with Kurogen's second child. They always were the fastest method to choose a new Tsukikage. Once the Skulds only fall in love with people with a personality close to Kurogen's, those people ended up as the new Tsukikage and always ended up bringing prosperity to the village. Kimi looked to Naruto. Although, if the Tsukikages and the Skuld continue to be very young to follow in love, when that happens, the Hersia or the Valkyrie alive at the moment become the next Tsukikage. Naruto ended the phrase. Kimi knit his brows. If you're now, as Mom told me, the Byakutsuki, that means you will become the 30th Tsukikage. Kimi looked down. That's not the only thing. Kimi said. Tsunade, Kakashi and Jiraiya looked to him. Once Chi is not here and Mirai will be there will be no more people with the Hidden Moons be living on this village. The Leafs startled. And my first move is Tsukikage. Wait, Kimi, Mirai interrupted. Kimi looked to her, just as the others. I have a better idea. I'm listening. Kimi said. Tsunade looked to the Tsukikage. Itachi is arrested in the Anbu Central, Mirai said. Instead of attacking Konoha, make them give you Itachi. That's asking too much, Mirai-sama. Tsunade said. Itachi is a criminal wanted by our village, we cannot trade him. You know that. Although, Itachi is the man I love and I won't let him end up his days in a prison, with our daughter in the hands of his disgusting brother. Sasuke is also a criminal, isn't he? You're in this situation because of him. Mirai complained. Tsunade continued looking to her. Kimi smiled seeing that his Tsukikage was alive and kicking. Kimi, write down my words. Konoha has two choices. The Leafs looked to her. Release Itachi and let him go the Hidden Moon, or bring Sasuke's head in his place. If not, Hidden Moon has my permission to attack. No. Naruto went near Mirai. You cannot ask us to kill Sasuke. Sasuke is my friend. He is like a brother to me. You're being irrational. Both hypotheses are very heavy. Tsunade said. You're asking too much, but I need to protect my people. Fear not, as soon as Itachi is free or Sasuke, Mirai whispered. The hidden moon will sign the peace treaty. Kimi found that strange. Sign the peace treaty. Isn't that? Kimi was about to speak, but Mirai see his words, once again. Asking too much. Was that what you were going to say? Mirai whispered. They noticed she was really tired. I guess it is the fairest thing to do. Mom, you need to rest. Naruto caressed Mirai's forehead. She closed her eyes. I want our villages to be allies, both of them will grow up with the alliance, please, Mirai fell asleep. Mirai, the twins called, but she didn't listen. Kimi went near Tsunade and Jiraiya. You're lucky my Tsukikage wishes this alliance and she is in love with one of yours. If it was for me, none of you would be left alive. Kimi left. That guy, Tsunade said. Jiraiya looked to her. He is right, this situation is very delicate. Jiraiya said. So, shall we give Itachi or search for Sasuke? We cannot give Sasuke. Naruto insisted. He is just doing this because of Itachi. If we free Itachi, he will search for Chi and possibly kill Sasuke in the process. Kakashi ended. Naruto looked to him. Sasuke will both ways, but he has more chances of survival if we free Itachi and search for Chi ourselves. That's what we will do. Tsunade said. She was under our custody, we must search for her. After all, she is also an Uchiha, she has leaf bee on her veins and must be protected as any other leaf. I'll think better about this, we can never put our village in trouble. Tsunade left. Naruto and the twins continued looking to Mirai. Hinata went near Naruto, caressing his face. You have a girlfriend? Bio asked. Naruto looked to him and then to Hinata. Well, why are you surprised? Naruto asked. We always wonder why you are so like us. Kyo said. Naruto looked puzzled at them. They're right, Hinata said, looking to them. The twins smiled to her. We would be better lovers than him. Wanna have a ride with us? Kyo and Bio said. Hinata blushed so much and so fast that she was about to faint. Do you really have to try dating with any girl that appears in front of you? Naruto asked, angry. You're just afraid because our beauty could conquer any girl. The twins said. You. Naruto was about to hit them, but Jiraiya held him. Mirai needs to sleep. It's better for you three to handle that and solve it later. Jiraiya said. The boys looked down. At night, Mirai woke up. Kimi was back on her bedroom, along with Kakashi, Naruto, Jiraiya and the twins. You have awakened, Naruto said, happy. Mirai was trying to find him with the eyes, but she could see nothing but blurred spots. Naruto, Mirai smiled. Naruto held her hand. Sakura entered on the room. It continued to be very hard for the Chunin to face Mirai, but she needed to see how the Tsukikage was. Kakashi, I need to say something to you, Mirai whispered. Her voice was becoming quicker with the passage of time. Kakashi looked to her. I need you to forgive me. Kakashi's eye opened wide. You were the person I hurt the most in my entire life, please, forgive me. I intended to tell you about Chi, I tried to love you, but my heart belongs to Itachi. Will you forgive me? Kakashi went near her and caressed her face. I already did, but my pride didn't let me admit it. Kakashi said. Mirai smiled. Of course I forgive you. If I could, I would marry you. Sorry, Kakashi. Mirai whispered. Sakura, the pink-haired girl looked to her. Don't feel guilty because of Chi, just try to find her, and live happy, you have so much to offer. Thank you, Mirai-sama. Sakura said, with tears on her eyes. Kimi, Mirai called. Kimi looked to her. It's going to be a girl, Kimi smiled and closed his eyes. Kyo, Bio, were here, they said, looking expectantly to Mirai. Your father is still alive, Mirai confessed. They were completely caught by surprise. Alive? Bio asked. But how? Kyo asked. You know your mother, she preferred to instead of admit that she was conquered by a man. Mirai played. The twins looked to each other. Go for my father, he will tell you. Jiraiya was looking to her. Jiraiya-san, Mirai called. I have a last wish only you could fulfill. You say it, Jiraiya said. Mirai smiled. I want to speak with Itachi, Mirai asked. Jiraiya was caught by surprise. Please, I sense my voice is shutting, I need to speak with him. I'll try to bring him here. Jiraiya left. Mirai closed her eyes and bound the hand Naruto was holding. I will speak with you after that, please wait, Mirai said. Naruto smiled. Don't worry. I promise I won't leave your side. Naruto assured. In the Anbu Central, Ibiki appeared near Itachi, who was very weak and tired. Jiraiya appeared behind the Junin. Are you sure the Hokage allows this? Ibiki asked. Jiraiya looked to him and then to Itachi. This person is very important for the Tsukikage and we are not in position to deny her anything. Jiraiya explained. The Hidden Moon is not a famous village, they must not be that hard to deal with. Ibiki said. Jiraiya looked to him. Both me and Yondaime were there for a month. I battled a Valkyrie and Yondaime the Tsukikage, both of the fights ended up tied. Jiraiya explained. Ibiki looked to him. They are more than blonde people, believe me. Jiraiya kneeled down near Itachi. Mirai wants to see you. Itachi slowly rose his head. I'm all knocked out, Itachi said. I would only hurt her more if she sees me like this. She will not. Jiraiya explained. Mirai can no longer see and she wishes to speak with you before losing her voice. Jiraiya got up and started untying Itachi's ropes. In order to avoid a war between the leaf and the moon, you will be freed. Jiraiya said. Itachi moved his head. So, I beg you not to try to escape now, because if you do, well, I guess you know. Jiraiya took Itachi. Ibiki looked to them. Are you sure you don't want one of my men to go with you? Ibiki asked. I'm more than necessary, believe me. Jiraiya smiled. Minutes later, Itachi was on Mirai's bedroom. Naruto and the others were surprised with the state of his body. Itachi sat on a bench near Mirai. The Uchiha continued to have his eyes covered by a scarf. Itachi, Mirai whispered. Itachi smiled and followed her voice to put his hand on her face. Mirai smiled while feeling Itachi's hand. I'm so happy to have you near me again. If I could, I would always be near you. Itachi said, caressing her face. You and she are my priciest possessions. I love you. I love you too. Mirai said. Please, find our daughter. I will. Itachi said. I will go everywhere to find her. I'll take care of her, I promise you. Itachi was feeling all kinds of emotions on that moment. The Akatsuki felt tears on his hands. Mirai was crying. You were the best thing that ever happened to me, you're my soulmate. Itachi lowered his head, lending it on Mirai's. I love you so much, so much. Itachi, remember when we went to the Garden of Freya? Mirai asked. The place where all the skulls went with the man they wanted to be Tsukikage. Itachi remembered. We went there in the day after our first time. Our names are kept there, so, for eternity, people will know that we were in love. Mirai was so happy for having Itachi near her. Naruto looked down, feeling sad, just like Kakashi. Kimi was looking to them, remembering when they were young and went to the beach together or having picnics. K-me. I was also thinking on that. Itachi said and K-her, putting his arms around her. Tears were falling from their eyes, while they were enjoying the K. They K for a very long time. Naruto looked to them and, deep inside of him, he knew he could do something to save Mirai, he just didn't know what. In the end of the K, Itachi rubbed his face on Mirai's. I will always love you. Always, always. Me too, Mirai said. Thank you, Itachi, for everything you've done for me. Thank you for appearing in the beach that night. Thank you for being in that broom closet. Thank you to have the courage to disobey my father's orders. Thank you for giving me a wonderful daughter. Thank you for saving Chi from the wolves. Thank you for protecting me. Thank you, for joining Akatsuki just to save me. Thank you, for loving me, Mirai cried. I love you. I'll free-scold, you won't in vain, I can assure you that. Itachi said. His scarf was hiding his tears. I love you, Mirai. Both smiled. Jiraiya appeared near them. I need to take him, Mirai. Jiraiya sadly said. Mirai sniffed. Bye, my love, Mirai said. Bye, Itachi said and left with Jiraiya. It's so sad, Sakura whispered, cleaning her tears. Naruto, Mirai called. Naruto went near her and held her hand. I wanted you to be last person I would talk with, I have something important to tell you, Kakashi looked to her. Have you ever asked someone about your parents? Well, Naruto looked down. I once asked Iruka-sensei, but he didn't know, so I presumed, no one knows, Mirai caressed his hand. Do you know why I lend the book of the Tsukikages to Shikamaru? Mirai asked. Naruto looked to her. He must be finding it, right now, Naruto's eyes opened wide. You were born in the day my mother Kakashi startled. My father reported everything it happened in Konoha, in that day, 16 years ago. Everything. But your father, he wrote in a way it is hard to understand. Naruto said. Mirai smiled, noticing Naruto was anxious. The answer is there, you just need to search for it, Mirai said. Mirai was moving her lips but no sound was coming out. Naruto looked worried to her. Mirai stopped moving her mouth and looked down. She began crying but only the noises made by her nose were listened. Naruto began crying too. Not now. You know, don't you? My father, my mother. You know. Naruto grabbed her, shaking the Tsukikage. Please, tell me. I need to know, please. Speak with me. Kimi quickly went near her and put his hand on her focusing his chakra. Her vocal cords are not working. Kimi said. Naruto leaned his head on Mirai's sea. This can't be happening, Naruto cried. Why? In the middle of the night, Al was with Mirai. He was really sad seeing that his daughter couldn't speak. He caressed her hair, while she was sleeping. Leader, Konoha is going to free Itachi. The Kunoichi said. Then, Kisame and the others are doing nothing at the Anbu Central. Kakazu said. Leader looked to them. They will continue there, we need to assure they don't find out anything about our organization before Itachi's free. Leader said and looked back to Mirai. He remembered when Mirai was a baby and he took care of her. The leader lowered his head. Kakazu and Medical Nin noticed he was trying not to cry. When the sun rose, the Hyuga were having breakfast, when they were surprised by a knock on the door. Who could it be so early in the morning? Hiyashi asked. A member from the branch family appeared. Hyuga-sama, Jiraiya-sama is here to speak with you. The other Hyuga said. Jiraiya-sama. Hiyashi went to meet Jiraiya and the two sat on around a table in a small room. So, what brings you here? I hope Naruto didn't try something with Hinata. No, actually I'm here because of Uzumaki. Jiraiya said. Hiyashi looked to him. As you know, the legend of Uzumaki has been passed down through very few persons in Konoha, but it is important for Naruto to know it. Hiyashi lowered his look a little. I know that the reason why you were against Hinata's affair with Naruto was not because he was nobody or the Kyuubi's container, but because you know about Uzumaki and what happens to the persons of her clan. So, you're here? Hiyashi looked to him. Jiraiya seriously stared at Hinata's father. I have strong reasons to believe that Naruto is going to be attacked by a demon very soon. Jiraiya said. Hiyashi was caught by surprise. But Naruto is not married yet, or major than 20 or has child. Hiyashi remembered. I know, but your duty as the one chosen to tell him, is to go there and say everything you know. Jiraiya stared at Hiyashi and then both looked down. We cannot let happen with Naruto the same thing that happened with his father, that would be catastrophic. It will be very hard for him to hear the truth, especially when the Tsukikage is in such delicate conditions. Hiyashi referred. Jiraiya looked down. Mirai has 3 days of life left, Jiraiya said. You need to tell Naruto about his ascendancy. I will, you have my word. Hiyashi got up and left. Jiraiya looked to the door and then, Hiyashi entered again. The Hyuga had a scroll on his hand. This scroll was given to my family when the first entrusted us Uzumaki's secret. He said that we should give it to Uzumaki's heir when our turn came. You say the Tsukikage has 3 more days. I'll tell Naruto, before the ending of that period. I need to take out all the providences. Good luck, Jiraiya said. Someplace nearby, Shikamaru was lying on his bed, thinking about everything he heard about Naruto's past and trying to relate it. There must be a connection, Shikamaru whispered, looking to the ground, and remembering every word he heard. Name: Uzumaki Naruto. Birthday: October 10th. Father: unknown. Mother: unknown. Time of birth: unknown. Attributes: blonde hair, blue eyes and 3 lines in each cheek. What will be the interest in hiding Naruto's parents' names? My main mission as the Tsukikage failed. I, Koryu Kurogen, Shodime Tsukikage. Koryu Kurogen. So this was the famous Kurogen. It looks somewhat familiar, then, Mirai's mother was related with Yondaime, for those Loven shows her smile, not even a powerful Tsukikage can separate. By frig, you've taken the shape of my fallen wife to injure me. There were 3 jutsus that passed down from Tsukikage to Tsukikage. Tsukiyomi no Bunshin, Shiki Fujin and Ignis Divine Requiem. I saw Yondaime Hokage performing the jutsu. Yondaime Hokage suddenly stops writing. See Hokage's report, October 10th, Fuller. They offered the body of a woman called Algrim. You've taken the shape of my fallen wife to injure me. If she was S, then Konoha made a wrong choice. What does this have to do with Naruto? Naruto's family secret must remain a secret. See Hokage's report, October 10th. For those Loven shows her smile, not even a powerful Tsukikage can separate. By frig. Once she was going to fall in love with Goldrake, after countless attempts of going to bed with me, I need to leave the village before she could do something more drastic. Not even a powerful Tsukikage can separate. I saw a lot of photographs with Yondaime hugging her and caressing her belly. Every first boy of my legacy and every first girl of the Scold's lineage will fall in love. That black thing over Naruto's body, Black Iron, all because she didn't want to reveal her family's name. The reason was not written. Naruto's family secret must remain a secret. It looks somewhat familiar, but he realized I wasn't so capable of calling chakra like the ninjas from his country. I decided to teach him everything I knew, so one day he could follow my paths. Then, it comes the most difficult of them all, Shiki Fujin. I saw Yondaime Hokage performing that jutsu, Kurogen. The leaders said he knew jutsus only the Tsukikages knew. That could only mean he was a Tsukikage, because I'm certain you'll find out another answer you really want to know. Naruto's family secret must remain a secret. Shikamaru looked to Temari, who was sleeping at his side. Why was a post-it on Naruto's profile to the Hokage's report? Shikamaru's eyes opened wide. The black iron around Naruto's body, Hinata was healing him from the back. Shikamaru opened the book of the Tsukikages. Unfortunately, when he was bathing, a leaf fell over his back, covering the place of the heart. Shikamaru looked aside and then back to the book. Of course, black iron means Kurogen. Kurogen's face looked familiar to Gaara, because he looked a lot like Naruto. Naruto is his heir. The family secret, Naruto's family is the family of Kurogen. Shikamaru couldn't believe in what he was saying. Kyuubi must have stroked that day because it was the day Mirei's mother S, and the demon fox came to Kei Naruto's father, but a lot of people S that night. Shikamaru tried to focus. Because I'm certain you'll find out another answer you really want to know. She knew I was going to find out, but she doesn't know who the Kurogen's heir is, so, she must have been speaking about something else. Shikamaru's eyes opened even more wide. It can't be, the answer is on the book. Naruto's father and mother's names are in the book. There are only 4 leaves which have the names written in the book. None of them is from a woman. That's why the pact of non-aggression makes sense. It can't be. How did nobody in Konoha know this? Oh God, Shikamaru looked to the window. Sai must have found it before me, but him, I also, ouch. Shikamaru felt a pinch on his arm. He looked at his side and saw Temari. I need to sleep for 2. Do you mind to speak a little quieter? Temari asked. What a pain, Shikamaru said. He looked to her. I found who Naruto's parents are. Good for you. Temari turned her back to him, but then quickly looked back. What? You've found out? Shikamaru looked sad to the book. What? We need to go meet him and tell him the truth. Wasn't that our plan? I don't have the guts to do it, Shikamaru sadly said. Temari looked to him. My father must know it too. I need to speak with him. Shikamaru got up. Temari looked to him and lied back on the bed. Shikamaru went to the kitchen, where his parents were having breakfast. Shikaku noticed his son was not very happy. What? Temari pushed you and fell from the bed? Shikaku asked. Shikamaru sat on the table. You know, don't you? Shikamaru asked. Shikaku looked to him. I found out, Naruto's parents, Shikaku and his wife were caught by surprise. How? Don't tell me that Anbu friend of yours continued sneaking. Shikaku asked. No, I found out myself. Shikamaru said. Are you happy now? Shikaku asked. Shikamaru closed his eyes and lowered his head. No, he cried. I preferred not knowing it. That's why I haven't told you. Because I also preferred not knowing it. Shikaku said, drinking his milk. I guess that now I have no reasons to hide it from you for much longer. I'll tell you everything. Naruto passed the 3 days near Mirei, holding her hand and wishing she could live, but his prayers were not listened. Once Mirei couldn't see or speak, it was really hard for them to know what she could need. Tsunade usually read her lips and, along with Kimi, she tried to neutralize Mirai's pain. Many times, Mirai cried for her daughter, but she was not there to answer her. On the Anbu Central, Itachi was also paining with longing. Thinking that his innocent baby daughter could be suffering in Sasuke's arms was not cheering him up. His comrades noticed his bad mood, but they could do nothing to help him. Kitty Zetsu appeared and jumped to Kisam's shoulder. So Zetsu, what's the news? Hiden asked. Zetsu looked to him. Leader said you shall meet him tomorrow morning in the main gate of Konoha. Zetsu informed. Konoha will deliver Itachi there to Kimi-san and the leader's nephews. And we will be hidden there to assure the Leafs won't try anything and to get Itachi. You're really lucky, Itachi-san. Toby said. We don't think so. Zetsu meowed. All looked to him. Kakazu told me Mirai won't last this night. Itachi's heart jumped. His comrades noticed. She can no longer speak and her breath is very light, almost inexistent. This night, Mirai will s. The Akatsukis looked down. Itachi bite his lip. Konoha is already searching for information regarding Orochimaru. Once he changes his hideout very often, it's hard to find him. I'll find that bastard and blow him. Deodara said. No. Itachi said. They looked to him. I'll find out all of them, even if takes a lifetime. I'll find them and K them all. My daughter, she is innocent. She has no fault of my mistakes. I'll K them. Itachi was really angry. I'll K them all. I can assure you that. Now you look like an Akatsuki. Kisame said. On the hospital, Kimi entered Mirai's bedroom. Naruto was the only one there. The Hokage said none should be here. Kimi remembered. Naruto sniffed. You shouldn't stay. Kimi went near Mirai. I guess you won't like to be here in the moment this machine stops making noise. Mirai had a machine on her bedside table, showing her heartbeats. Why are you here? Naruto asked. Kimi went near the window. Today is new moon night. Kimi started making hand seals. We can't let Mirai be touched by the bright of the sky. Naruto looked to him. The windows became covered with a dark veil, just like the door. Kimi looked down and then went near Mirai, caressing her face. Naruto looked down. It's hard to know the persons we love are and that tomorrow, they will no longer show us their smile. Kimi kissed Mirai's forehead and then left. Naruto continued there. Kimi went to the hospital roof, where Kakazu and the Konan were. Kimi made a seal and transformed back into the owl. So, have you made the seals? Kakazu asked. The leader went near the balcony, putting his arms on the iron bars. They noticed the leader was breathing as if he was trying to calm down. They went near him. The wind was blowing strongly over the village. Leader. The leader looked to his right hand and rose his arm to the place where the moon was supposed to be. This ring I'm carrying, the 0. This ring was once held by Kurogen. It was supposed to pass down through his children when they become Tsukikage. But he left the village with his first child and gave the ring to Rodolphe, so it could only be held by the Tsukikages. Al explained. The Skulls clan represents the first clan, once they are also Kurogen's descendants. My clan, the Minamoto, also descend from Rodolphe, that's why we held the second ring, blue. We were named the Minamoto. Minamoto means source, because we also have Kurogen's B, even if it came only from his second child, even if it doesn't bring such power as it brings to the first child, we have it running down our veins. Leader looked down. But even with all the power I have, even with all the knowledge, I can't save her, I can't save. Kakazu looked to the leader and then looked in front. Shinobis aren't supposed to show their tears in any circumstances. Kakazu said. Leader didn't move. I'm not crying. Leader said in a monochord tone. How dare you saying something like that about your leader? You'll pass the rest of the night in punishment position. Kakazu looked to the kunoichi. You aren't supposed to show tears. Kakazu said and he and Konan turned back. If we don't see them, then your integrity as a shinobi will continue. Leader smiled and a tear fell from his eye. That doesn't change the fact that you're going to be in punishment position, both of you. Leader said. The Akatsukis obeyed their leader. The leader lowered more his head and put his hands on it, grabbing his hair. The former Tsukikage started crying silently, remembering every good moment he passed with Mirai. In Mirai's room, Naruto was crying holding her hand. Mirai was sleeping peacefully. Naruto's face was filled with tears. I don't want to leave Mirai's side, but, Naruto got up and went near the window, seeing Konoha. If I don't flee, my village could be in trouble. Naruto stared the village. I need to think on them first, I need to think on their safety. Naruto cried, cleaning his tears. But Mom, Naruto was crying so much. He put his hand on his sea, grabbing his shirt. I need to, it hurts so much. Naruto's tears were falling on the ground. Mirai, Konoha, I need to flee, I have to protect them, I love Mirai, I love Konoha, I love them so much, I love them so much I need to go away, so I can save them. Naruto leaned his head on the glass, crying and crying. Kurogen, if there was a way, Naruto opened his eyes, seeing the leaves flying with the wind. All of them, my friends, Shikamaru and Temari, Kakashi-sensei, Sakura-chan, Hinata, Naruto closed his eyes. I can't put them in danger, I need to go. Naruto went near Mirai, caressing her face. Mom. Naruto remembered Kurogen's words. Happens what it has to happen, you shall not give yourself to scold. Tie yourself to a tree, sear your hands or take out eyes. Never, ever give yourself to scold. If you do that, Susanoo's powers will increase and he would be able to get her. Don't try it, even if you really love her and she's don't do it. I preferred not to understand the meaning of those words, Naruto cried. Suddenly, Naruto noticed something on Kurogen's words. Could it be? Naruto looked back to Mirai. Even if she is he knew she was going to then why? Can't you see it? Naruto heard a voice from the depths of his mind. Kyuubi opened his red eyes and looked to Naruto from the gates of his prison. Naruto rose his head and looked up to him. Kyuubi smiled. Kurogen gave you the answer. There is a way. Naruto's eyes opened wide. There is a way to save Mirai. Actually there are two, but now and with Alpha's medium so fast, you can only perform one. Kyuubi looked deeply into Naruto's eyes. You know what to say. Kyuubi informed. Naruto's eyes moved to the water at his feet. Alpha told you, the water in Naruto's mind started rising its level. You have the strength, say those 5 words, the water level continued increasing. Naruto closed his eyes. The water already covered Naruto's shoulders. I won't, Naruto said. The water quickly got back to the ground. Kyuubi was caught by surprise and stared at Naruto. I know, Naruto stared Kyuubi. You only want Susanoo's powers to increase, to go back to the Uchihas. Naruto looked angry to the Biju. I won't. Then you prefer to see Mirai along with Konoha. Kyuubi said. Naruto looked down. I'm the closest demon to you, Alpha herself will come here to free me. I'm immortal. Naruto said. Kyuubi smiled. But the leaves aren't. Kyuubi remembered. If you can't I'll need to take someone else, perhaps, that pink-haired friend of yours. Naruto looked surprised to Kyuubi. The demon was pleased to see him that scared. Maybe Konohamaru, or Temari. Isn't she pregnant? That will be 2 in 1. No. Wait. I have a better one. Someone as priceless as a Kurogen's heir to you, Hyuga Hinata. Stop. They have made nothing against you. You can't kill them. Naruto ordered. Kyuubi laughed. Then call for Alpha. Kyuubi screamed. I can't. Naruto put his hands on his head. I can't. I cannot. Why not? Because Kurogen told you. Kyuubi asked. Naruto opened his eyes. Kurogen cares for none of his heirs. If he cared about them, why was he killed by his older son? Naruto looked to Kyuubi. You have the power to save her. Forget Kurogen. I won't. Naruto insisted. Kyuubi closed his eyes. Then pass the rest of your life running and living alone, for I will kill the first person I saw near you. Immortality has no fun when you're alone, just like life. Naruto opened his eyes and looked back to Mirai. I need to save them, Mirai, Naruto whispered. The Jinchuriki looked deeply to her and then closed his eyes, holding Mirai's hand near his face. I can't let them I can't let Konoha this is my home, even if these people don't love me, even knowing most of them only saw me as a monster, I need to protect them. Naruto quickly opened his eyes wide. The sparkled starry night was shining while a strong wind blew. The roads were deserted and deprived of artificial light. No bird sang. Only the wind noise appeared to be feeling the melody of the night. Naruto walked alone in the road. Tears were falling from his face. The boy walked with his head lowered. Every step he took seemed to be so heavy. Naruto-kun. A voice called in the middle of the night. Hinata stopped near Naruto, getting back her breath after the race. I went to the hospital, but they told me you were no longer there. Hinata noticed Naruto wasn't fine. Naruto-kun. Naruto raised his head and knit his brows, looking in front. Hinata realized he was looking to someone. She looked back, but saw nobody. She looked back to Naruto and noticed he really appeared to be seeing someone. Could it be? Hinata looked back again. Byakugan. Her eyes revealed another person. What? Who? What an immense quantity of chakra, Naruto-kun. Aren't you a little late? Naruto asked. Hinata noticed Naruto was speaking to a ghost. She put her hands on Naruto's, grabbing his shirt. She noticed it was wet. There was nothing I could do, Kurogen said. Hinata read his lips and was able to understand what he was saying. The kanji on his forehead protector ribbons. It's Kurogen. Hinata was shocked and nervous. It always has, Naruto said. Why have you never told me Goldrake Ku? As you may realize, I'm not proud of it. Kurogen was speaking with a tone of voice Naruto never heard from him. He always seemed to be happy, but now he seemed to be angry. Goldrake came me because I separated him from Nana. Naruto looked angry to him. Have you ever cared about me? Naruto asked. All of my heirs are like my children. I love them all, as I love you. I always tried to protect them. I always tried to act as a father to them. Kurogen confessed. If your own child hated you, how could you say you acted as a father? Naruto complained. Kurogen's eyes opened wide. You never gave AS to any one of us. You continued letting us being K by demons, one after another and made nothing to change it. You suck as a father. Kurogen looked down and then lowered his head. Naruto looked aside. Do you really think I chose that destiny to my heirs? Kurogen asked. Hinata noticed he was crying and then looked to Naruto. The Jinchuriki had his eyes closed, also crying. I only chose to take care of Skuld. An angel that was taken away from her home and that needed a friend. Demons appear because Amaterasu and Tsukiyomi decided that way. What have you ever did to any one of us? Naruto screamed. Kurogen continued with his head lowered. In the night before Skuld I went to their dreams and said to them to hide their children and the persons they loved, so none of them would Kurogen said. Naruto looked to him. Kurogen looked to the other side. Naruto lowered his head and started walking, passing through the middle of Kurogen's spirit. Hinata went after him, but avoided touching the ghost, while looking into him. For my sake, I hope, Kurogen said. Naruto stopped. You could be a better father than I ever was. Kurogen vanished. Naruto was about to run, but he hit on someone. Naruto looked up and saw Hiyashi. Father. Hinata was surprised. What? I have done nothing to your daughter. Naruto complained. I'm here because of you. Hiyashi said. Naruto looked to him. There is a palace far from here. Hiyashi gave Naruto the scroll he showed Jiraiya before. Naruto looked to it and then back to Hiyashi. Head north, Hinata's father pointed. It's a huge palace with a big cherry blossoms garden. If you run quickly you will be there in only half an hour. Hiyashi looked back to Naruto. You will find everything about your family and your parents there. Naruto looked to him. I'll go with you. No. Naruto interrupted. Hiyashi looked to him. You may be in danger, please, stay in Konoha and ask for none to search for me. Naruto made Tsubasa no jutsu and was about to fly, but Hinata caught his arm. Naruto looked to her. It's dangerous, Hinata. I don't care. Hinata said. I'll go with you. If you then there is nothing more life could offer me. Naruto smiled and pulled Hinata. Hinata. Hiyashi called. You have a brave daughter, Hyuga-san. Naruto said and flew away. In the hospital, more precisely in Mirai's room, a ghost appeared. Kurogen stared Mirai for a while. The spirit went near her and put his hand on her face. I'm so sorry, Kurogen said. The room became filled with metal chains. Skuld's spirit got out from Mirai's body and looked to Kurogen. She smiled. Kurogen, she put her hands on his leaning her head on his body. I'm so happy to see you again. She noticed Kurogen had tears on his face. What's wrong? Where is the happy face I'd grown up seeing? Kurogen looked down. I always wished to be the one and only for you, so I could be the one able to release you from your pain. So many times, I wished to be Rainfield, so I could make happier. Section Rainfield was the one and only for me. Section Kurogen said. Skuld looked down. Section God only makes one soulmate for each one of us. You will also find yours, someday. I'm sure. And for that person only, you will wish to be no other but yourself. Section Skuld smiled. Thank you, Skuld said. Kurogen started shining and turned into a small ball of light. Skuld held it on her arms. I'm happy to have ended up on your hands, all those decades ago. Skuld disappeared, along with the ball of light and the chains. Naruto and Hinata landed in the cherry tree's garden. Naruto looked around. I know this place, Naruto said. Hinata looked to him. It's the castle from my dream. The place I would live if Kyuubi didn't attack. Naruto looked to the scroll and opened it. It was a map. What's this? It seems to be a plant from the castle. See. Hinata pointed to the place where it was drawn a garden. These trees drawing a whirlpool. Hinata used her Byakugan. That's where we are. Naruto opened more the scroll. There is an X in this place. In the second floor. The answers must be there. Naruto said. Let's go. Naruto looked to the castle. Let's see, my house. The sun began to rise in the horizon, while Naruto and Hinata were coming in. Inside the hospital, Kakashi was going to Mirei's room. He stopped in front of the door, holding the doorknob. She is already, Kakashi whispered. Courage, Kakashi. You need to face. Kakashi looked to his hand, feeling a soft breeze coming from inside the room. The windows were closed. Once it was new moon, Kakashi's eyes opened wide. Could it be? Kakashi quickly opened the door. A wind blew over the room. The sun was illuminating everything. Kakashi looked to the opened window with its curtains flying with the wind. Someone was on the window. Kakashi had his hand covering his eyes from the rising sun's light. The Junin could saw someone with its big red hair dancing in the wind. Kakashi's heart speeded up. Mirei looked to him, with her eyes filled with tears. You're alive. How? Kakashi continued looking to her, thinking he was seeing an illusion. Chi. Mirei cried. My Chi. That will be all for this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment down below for more videos. Goodbye.